Hello amigos, okay, Schmick Squadron, you see, okay. Okay, hi everybody, welcome to Schmick Squadron, and, I'm sorry for the racism. Okay, well, so you got Josh, you got Donovan, you got Seth, and you got Cody.
Hello.
This is your top 10.
Hi. Yes, top 10 decks of the current format. The April 2016 format, to be specific.
Yes.
Cody, say something. You've been quiet.
Hello.
Oh, that's much better.
That was Cody speaking. This is Josh speaking.
I hope Cody speak louder.
Hello.
Ah, my ears.
I think that'll be better.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is this our intro? Is this our cold intro?
yeah.
This
Okay.
is our intro.
Look at the sick polymerization background we got going here.
Synchrofusionist is gay.
So, should we get to some honorable mentions?
Okay. So, honorable mentions.
Definitely desk bots.
Yeah, Despot.
And some raid raptors. Those two are really
Infernoids.
Yeah,
infernoids.
Yang Zing. Yang Zing, I think, is a great.
I think that's a good deck. Heroes. We gotta show some love to the heroes.
Medolce.
Madolchis. Cakes. They like dessert.
Yeah. Are we ready to begin?
Have any honorable mentions, Cody?
You guys took all my honorable mentions.
True.
Alright, so we're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Let's
So,
roll up.
Number 10.
Let me just get up there. There's my boys.
The squad.
My fluff squad. The Fluffles. Oh, how much I love this deck.
So,
how much I love it so much.
these guys are kind of underrated, but I think like they're getting support too, which, you know, if you look at the manga, apparently is pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I just made a couple, I just made a revelation a couple days ago that there were some new cards in the manga, only in the manga, and they're broken almost. They're somewhat broken. Or at least they make the deck a lot better than what it is now. I'm not going to actually go into detail what they are, but do check them out. Just you can just probably Google new Fluffle support in the manga, and you might
Or possible future video
Truth.
of ours.
Truth.
yeah. I will definitely just make a video just about this new support alone. But anyway, on the deck as it is now, it is absolutely fun to play.
So probably one of like the more like top good things about it is
Oh,
that it's good against Cosmo.
It has a good its best matchup is against Cosmo.
Yeah.
That's without a doubt. Even though it's a little harder now that
Dark
Cosmo
Lady.
got stuff like Dark Lady
And Planet.
Well, they can still get over Planet. I think they can get over Planet.
It takes a long time, trust me.
And it can't be targeted either.
Well, true, but when you got cards like this little Sabretooth that's up in the corner, I mean, that's,
But you've got to build them up over 4K, which is easier said than done. Trust me. I've lost the Fluffles as Cosmo with Dark Planet. It took him.
Are we talking about Cosmos? No, we're talking about Fluffles.
I'm just.
He's just giving
you
you
were
an
saying-
example.
You were the one who just said Dark Planet does nothing against it.
Well,
And
he could
Ajax
just sit in defense mode, and then you'll have to.
So what you're saying is if he's got the 3 material, he
I
can
stall you out.
If he
You're
has
saying
the
I
material.
stall you out then.
If he's got the material,
That's true.
if he's got the material, he can probably stall out until you can get the stuff you need. But I've actually found it easy to at least get 2 out with the indestructible ability. Pretty easily.
It's not bad.
In 1 turn.
Also, the vendor toy vendor, right?
Oh,
toy
good
vendor
God.
with
Toy vendor
wings.
and the wings combo, where you could basically draw 2 cards and then search for another card that you want.
Yeah.
It's just pretty ridiculous. And then
super.
the deck was pretty garbage when it first came out, but until they got I almost said Fluffle, Fright for Tiger, then the deck went nuts.
Like
Because he just boosts everyone up. by ridiculous amounts.
Right.
And
Like-
the fact that you can just blow up your field and then you can fry for fusion for Wolf to just swing for OG game. For a game, and that's just so good. And with the new cards that are coming out that have been confirmed to come out, the deck has the possibilities to be a Chimera Turbo deck.
Yeah.
Which would
isn't
be very
bad.
interesting. Chimera is the kind of card you don't really see often on the field, despite the fact that it's currently their strongest monster in base attack. But I think we said enough about Fluffles.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got great searchability. Tiger and Sabretooth are great. They're just great cards. And the pluses that they can make with cards like Fluffle Wings is just ridiculous.
Good.
And the new support, they keep getting support, and I'm excited for it. So I believe...
Number 9 is Blue Eyes.
Yep, a good old Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes has got a pretty decent, obvious reason. It's new support, like, it just got support in Shining Victories, which was good. Of course, it needs alternatives, so the point of it on this list for me is the fact that it's not winning yet,
Yeah,
but it's...
same thing with the Fluffles. They're not winning yet, but they have a great future ahead.
Yeah, like, it will. Like, once Alternative comes out and, like, Chaos or, like, even when Divine Felgran's structure deck comes out, it'll help the deck,
God.
and it will start winning.
But as for the deck for it is right now, I mean, the Spirit Dragon alone can just lock out Pendulum decks because of its own effect. And it can also stop Burning Abyss because of its effect of negating in Graveyard.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Twin Burst can be destroyed by battle and can banish monsters. And it's just... And all the new tuners that they got, the Sage and the new White Stone of Ancients. You know, with all the pluses they can make with draw power and whatnot with Trading and...
Probably its hardest matchup of this format when it gets good is gonna be Monarch.
Oh
I'd
my
say.
gosh, who isn't gonna have a hard time going up against that deck? Oh, there's a few. There's a few, but we'll get to them in a second. But yeah, I'm biased. I play both of these decks, and I love them both so much. I'm just biased.
Move on from biasism. Go up to 8.
To number 8. Oh dear God, why?
Sigh Frames, baby.
Oh my gosh, Omega, why are you so good?
I remember the first time, actually, like, when I already told you guys this, like, when I got the 2 boxes, when the day it came out, trying to get Trish, I pulled 2 Omegas.
Oh.
I traded them off, though, because I didn't know how good it was gonna be.
Damn.
Yeah. That would have been a good thing to keep.
Well,
But,
I guess we should talk about how good this... I mean, Josh, you said something about it doing well in the tournament recently?
Yeah, it's been doing well in some tournaments recently, and next couple are going to be more based on not really their future, but how well they're doing in tournaments in the present.
yeah. Like, future-wise, this list could change, but
Yeah, but
for now,
it's for this format.
yeah.
And Sigh Frames are getting a new card, which I'm surprised they're actually still getting support. But, I mean, I thought the deck had enough power in itself that it didn't need more support.
Like, when it's without its field spell, like, it can still do stuff, but, like, it's just a little harder. But once the field spell hits,
Oh my
and it stays there, it's amazing.
I-
Especially with the trap, because, like, the trap, it's like Toy Vendor,
Yeah.
or, like, Kaiju X-Files. It can keep using its effect, as long as, like, one of them uses its effect, and then the other uses its effect. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I feel like Sigh Frames, they're field spelled. I feel like out of all the field spells that are archetype specific, the one that is most reliant, quote unquote, to that field spell is Sigh Frames, and for good reason. Because
Yeah.
with that field spell, oh my, I hate it. Oh, I hate going up against this deck.
I think it's fun.
I think
You should build it in real life.
Oh, I might.
That would be interesting.
I think one of the things that makes this deck pretty good is its ability to use card D. Gives you
Yeah.
more consistency. You don't need to summon during your turn, so it gives it a lot more consistency. Have a +2. Well, I guess it's +1, but
Yeah.
a draw 2 card. You just use whenever.
Yeah.
Plus, it can also use Wind Up Rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
which that's pretty nice.
Wind Up Rabbit's a great card.
We're good with Sigh Frames, so we're gonna move on to number 7.
Yeah.
To number 7.
Number 7 is Yosenju's. That's right.
They're evil. Let's move on.
Yes, they are quite the devil, aren't they?
I think we all dislike Yosenju.
I think we know why, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know why we hate this deck.
Though,
But-
I think to be fair, when we were playing the decks that we did, like,
we didn't have the right decks to face this.
yeah,
What-
like,
what is the right deck to face it?
Fire Fist actually has a decent matchup on it as long as you can get, like, back row against it, but if you don't, it's a bad matchup. Like, yeah, pretty much, like, even Infernoids, it was hard because you don't have, you know, if you put Onaku on the field, what,
It's not blowing up anything because everything else bounced to hand.
and, like, I guess you can put the Veti on field,
It still bounces
But
and
it-
then
yeah.
bounced to hand. So
so,
You really just need negation in your deck. You need back row removal to deal with Yosenju because they're a very back row heavy deck. And with Card of Demise now, they're able to do some pretty stupid things. They're able to they bring out all their Yosenju. Card of Demise gets to
Draw 3.
draw 3 at the end of the turn. You put down whatever you draw. At the end of the turn, destroys everything in your hand. Card of Demise does, and you get all your Yosenju back to your hand.
it's pretty dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
very plus, very dumb.
yeah. Like, oh yeah, and of course Tenki. They can use Tenki.
Hey, Tenki's great in the deck, yeah.
I hate that they can use Tenki in Pot of Duality.
And Pot of Duality.
So, basically they just work really well together, and they've got all these good cards that just make them good. So that's the point. They're there. Plus, they can use Kaiju, Yosenju Kaiju, which is really good. You know, just put, you know, if they're playing against Cosmo or Monarch or whatever, just tribute it, bounce it with the combo 1 back to your hand, and you can do it over and over as long as you've got more combo 1s to use. So it's dumb.
I would agree.
So, moving on. Number 6 is Them Boys Magicians. Love Magicians.
Probably another, similar to Fluffles, a very underrated deck. Very underrated.
Yeah.
I'd say they have one of the best set of pendulum monsters in the game.
Oh, yes. And, like, one of the best pendulum spells or, like, searchability spells in the game.
Pendulum Call.
Pendulum Call is great. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna get rid of one of my cards that I don't mind getting rid of, like Noble Dragon, and then I'll just draw, and then I'll just get, like, if you don't have your scales, you get to them, and then if you've got an Odd Eyes, you know, you just put it down, and it's like, hey, Noble Dragon came back, look at that.
So many ways to make free scales.
Yeah. And of course, like, it can use Sky Iris really well, too. Like, and if you run Odd Eyes with it, like, it's got a lot of versions to it.
And Sky Iris and Pendulum Call give them a lot of invulnerability to other cards.
Yeah. Plus, they can be ran with, like, Magispector. It runs really good with Magispector.
I've seen so many different combinations with different archetypes with magicians.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's just, it's great, it's versatile, love the cards, great. Good deck, good underrated, oh yeah, good rank 7s if you use Odd Eyes, like, great rank 7s. Metal Flare, Big Eye, Absolute's pretty decent, like,
It's got like so many that it's so hard to name off.
it's
all of
got
them.
choices. That's for sure. It's got choices. So now we're going to top 5.
We're in top 5 material now, folks.
And I think this is where most of us can start, like...
Sort of like seeing, okay,
Yeah.
this feels top 5.
Yeah.
This feels right for a top 10 list.
And this is probably where most of us can also pitch in and knowing about it as well, so...
Yep. Are we ready?
Starting at number 5 is Cly's.
Clyford.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Woo!
What was that, Cody?
What was that, Cody?
Boo! Yes.
What? Tell me more. Tell me what you... Tell me
Let it
how
out,
you
man.
feel about it.
Let it out.
Let
Let it out.
Let them know. How you feel about Clyforts, Cody?
You're just sitting there, quiet.
I don't think I need to say more than they're evil.
If you guys are wondering why we're calling them Clyforts instead of Cleforts,
Yeah.
it's based on the Hebrew word Clyphoth.
Yeah, which is the original, like, what the name's based off, yes.
Yeah, and the pronunciation is Cly.
Yeah, not Clee or, Cleforts or,
Quill or
yeah.
anything like that.
It's Cly, but I won't be like that guy that's like, if someone's like playing Clyfort or like Cleafort, whatever you want to call it, and they're just like, I'm playing Cleafort, wouldn't be like, it's freaking Clyfort, you nerd.
You uncultured swine.
Uncultured swine. Nah. You can call it however you want, but the correct pronunciation is Cly.
This very anti-meta deck now that it is.
Yeah. Lose one turn. Okay, I know you guys didn't play in that format, but I'll have you know, this deck played 3 Vanity Emptiness, still played 3 Lose One Turn.
Yeah, I've played it with all those.
Oh, right, your phone's back in that time, ain't it? Yeah, it's dumb, stupid, ridiculous, absolute evilness incarnate. Anti-meta, to the max, floodgates, let's go. And
of course, we can't forget Card of the Mice,
yeah,
Another deck that can utilize this card.
which really gave this deck another life, really.
yeah. Like, you
I'll
took
agree
out...
to that. Because it seemed like they were teetering off there for a bit, and they're semi-relevant again.
Yeah.
So,
Like, they're like, hot, yeah, and you know what's weird? You know what's weird is a deck topped lately without Scout. And that's freaking weird.
How?
I don't know how. I don't want to know how. But it did really good. But, yeah. Plus, draw 3.
Yeah, with Card of the Mice.
Yeah. Draw...
Right.
Any deck that can utilize that card is just... Ooh. Bad.
I do have a dislike for Clyforts because they play anti-meta and it's ass, just ass.
I personally dislike anti-meta Clyforts, but I was a big fan of Towers. I was a very big fan of Towers.
You know it's the best version though.
No, it's not.
Skybase, baby, Skybase.
I think we've covered before why I don't like Skybase.
Skybase though. Okay, it's really
Potential video in the future, number 4. Are we ready?
Yeah. So number 4 is Draco Pals.
Oh boy, thank God this deck is damn near dead.
Except it still refuses to die. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know what I mean. It's not what it was back in the last format.
Tier 0 assholeness.
every
Where they had to
format,
make
they
it
had
a-
a new variant of it.
Yeah.
Where they had to like make an adjusted list just so it's.
What you doing, Doog? Like, hi, Doog. Doog. I can't let you up here. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, hi, dog. Yeah, hello. So, anyways, besides Doogness, yeah, like Draco Pal. So, first of all, Sorcerer. I hate Sorcerer. I made a video on why Sorcerer should get banned.
Yes, I was there for that.
Or-
Fuck this guy. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
At least limited would be fine. With him, the deck won't die. Like, with him, the deck won't die. You took away Luster to 1, you put Ignister to 1, you put Draco...
Yeah.
Dracoff to 1.
Draco face off.
Yeah, Draco face off to 1, and it will still refuse to die. You got rid of Juggler. You got rid of Joker. You got rid of so many, like, you put so many things to 1, or just straight up got rid of them, and it refuses to die.
You know, I just want to say something. You saying all that stuff reminds me of how Burning Abyss is almost revolved around Dante. Doesn't
Yes.
Pendulum Sorcerer kind of resemble a Dante and a sort of circus ringer kind of way?
I mean, Dante ain't no circus ringer,
But don't they have like the same? Doesn't the face though kind of like? I don't know. There's something
It
about
could be
that.
made by the
They're-
same artist.
they're both humans for that matter. So
It's a Dante in disguise.
Okay, well, this deck is really known for going plus like 1,000,000 in one turn.
yeah,
It's known for
putting
having-
up keep going.
putting up insane boards, having searchability for counter traps. It's a
Yeah,
very, very good deck. A lot of
Ariadne.
yeah,
Fucking hell.
a lot of diversity in the deck list it can have. A lot of archetypes that can be put in there that they I'd say they complement kind of, but it really complements any really good rank 4 spam archetype.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
like that's why Pepe was so dumb. And then, of course, once Pepe died, they were like, let's just go to Draco's. And then Draco's is good. But, like, regardless, besides the pendulum parts and stuff like that, yeah, it just... Rank 4 spam's really good. Great boards. Great draws, searchability. Ignister, of course, because they can get to it easier than a lot of other decks. Dynaster. There's so many good cards that complement this deck. And it's just... It doesn't die. It won't die.
No, until Pendulum Sorcerer will get hit, it will never go away. That is the sad truth.
And it keeps getting support.
Why?
Keeps getting support.
Why?
You can thank the show because of that, and the manga, and the
Well,
character.
New support really isn't that great though.
No,
so.
it's not. But I mean, it's not bad. Like the unicorn giving giving perform mages or performal pals 1,000 more attack, or is that light phoenix?
I can't remember, but the fact that it's an 8 and searchable with monkey board
Yeah.
and Joker.
Dumb. So moving on to number 3, PK Fire, or if you want to separate them, Burning Abyss, Phantom Knights, whatever. But they Burning Abyss kind of does a lot on its own. Like it doesn't need PK Fire because it can even top by itself. You also see Burning Abyss Kaiju. But most of the time you'll see something like Speedroid, Burning Abyss, or Burning Phantom Knight, or Burning Phantom Knights. Usually you'll see PK Fire.
Yeah. This deck.
So this deck, regardless, don't worry about it. This deck, regardless, and even before, like with Graph gone, with Graph at 3 and Seer at 3, it was really good and really stupid. But even now, it's still really good, and it just they didn't want to hurt it because Beatrice was going to come out, which is another reason why this deck is great, because Beatrice. But once Phantom Knights came out for BA, even after they hit with Sir and Graph, it got super good.
Probably its best it has ever been.
It's
Yeah.
always been known as probably one of the most consistent decks to ever be made.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very consistent.
One thing just sets off your deck, and you just go.
With, say, Speedroids, that's a free Dante right there.
Yeah.
And Phantom Knights are another really good rank 3 deck. that really meshes really well with Burning Abyss. But on its own, it's a very, very good deck with Fogblade being an excellent trap.
Yes.
A very searchable trap, and a trap that can special summon Phantom Knights from the graveyard.
Yeah. And of course, thanks to Break Sword,
Oh
it
my God.
also allows BAs to run Dark Rebellion, which is another good out to decks that, it has a hard time against. Like, you don't always have to rely on F-Zero generally because of, like, Cosmo or something like that, or
Yeah.
maybe Monarch sometime, but even still, like...
But also there's also another. Speaking of Phantom Knights, there's another rank up magic spell that's like almost Phantom Knight specific. That can really make the deck even better.
Yeah, it's gonna add a lot to the deck.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty ridiculous when that comes out. I'm not sure when it will come out. It might be Invasion of Venom, but keep an eye out for that rank up magic card.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, so moving on to number 2 is Monarchs. I love this deck. I love both PK Fire and Monarch. Like, to be honest, I like all 3 of the top decks. Like,
Yeah.
I'd play any of them. I love them all. They're all cool. So, me switching off is a thing. Like, I switched off from PK... It was really funny, because I switched off from Burning Abyss, tried out Kaiju Monarch, which was like a 50-plus card deck. I was like, man, this really sucks, but I really like Monarchs. Anyways, Monarchs is super good when they don't fucking brick.
Oh my gosh, when they brick, they're dead.
They're donezo.
You will lose.
Like, it's really hard to come back if you brick. Like, your next turn needs to save you or you'll probably be out. But when the deck's consistent and when it's good, it's good.
It is very, very good.
Yeah. So, first off...
They probably have the best spells of any deck.
Amazing. Like, the new support that, like, Erebus, great, Aether, great, Pantheism is love. Like, Pantheism, thank you Pantheism, and thank you Prime for just making the deck ridiculous. And Domain.
The best field spell in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a really good field spell. Like, let's put a Floodgate in a field spell.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, if they attack, let's give them an extra 800. Why not? Because why not? Make a 28 into a 36, because why not? Like,
You make a 28 a single tribute.
yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. And, like, and you can go off, if you went off good your first game, like your first turn, you could go off even harder your second turn if they didn't stop Edios or Edia. Because Edios will just bring out Edia and make it all special summons and give you basically 2 ready-to-go tributes. And of course you can use Aether during your opponent's turn, use her effect, bring out Karaz.
Yeah.
Aether basically being a trap in herself.
Yeah.
I'm a walking, punching hand trap.
Yeah. And if Erebus goes to the graveyard, he can send any Monarch back to your hand as long as you've got a Monarch spell. And that's great. Like, really good deck, and of course, people have figured out, hey, you can also run extra deck with this deck.
Yep, extra deck Monarchs.
Yeah, extra deck Monarch.
Yeah, it's a pain of
It-
everyone's existence.
It has a very, very, very high ceiling.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very good matchup against just normal Monarchs. Because it can run Monarchs just like normal Monarchs, except without field spell.
Mm-hmm.
You get over whatever they have and go into extra deck.
You know what's still weird, though? People will still play Domain with it.
Yeah, you can.
I played
Still
one
dumb.
Domain.
Yeah.
So. But, I mean, it's still, like, in YGO build anyways. But, like, it's just really good. It can plus really hard. And just, it's a great deck. And the extra deck variant makes it harder to stop because generally their first turn or their first play is going to try to be like, get to Edia, get to Edios, and if they stop Edios, it makes it harder if they don't have domain to lower their level. So if you stop that, it's kind of like stopping them decently well. They still can get to like domain or Edio or Prime, but like Edio, like stopping Edios is really good for you. If you add extra deck and like use Brilliant Fusion, it just makes it a lot harder to stop them.
Yeah. We ready for
So number one
Number one.
that you haven't seen yet and should
recap.
Sure, recap. So
Quick recap. We got the
Yeah.
Fluffles at 10.
10,
Blue Eyes at 9. Sigh Frames at 8.
8,
Yusenju's at 7. Magicians.
6,
Then we got 5. We got the Clyde, whatever you want to call it. You're going to get butthurt at any pronunciation. Number 4, Draco Pals. Number 3, the PK Fire. Number 2 is the Monarchs. And
number
Okay,
one.
We can count. We can count.
and
So number one should be obvious enough as it is.
Oh, who saw this coming?
Yeah,
Who saw this coming?
Exodia deck.
Star Wars is awesome.
Cody, get in here.
You've
Been quiet for this whole thing.
You've pretty much been quiet this whole time. You play the deck though.
Yeah, you
pilot
play
it.
this deck.
Yes.
You get in here and you explain why this deck is the best. Here,
Well-
I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
I'll move out of the way. I got my chance to talk about my Blue Eyes and my Fluff Squad. Cody, get in there and explain how Cosmos are just.
Well, last format they were just ridiculous because Turbo Tin Can.
Yeah, Turbo Tin Can was great.
We just stomped all competition. It was a good time. But now we got Monarchs on the rise. And what do we have? Not much. But we did get some support.
You got-
As in, we got Landwalker, which is okay.
Yeah, Landwalker's not bad.
It reminds me of Six Sams a lot, as in, where, you can destroy my stuff. Nah, I'm gonna destroy this instead.
Yeah,
Nah. I want this still here.
it's like you wanna kill my Dark Lady or my
Yeah,
Dark
I-
Destroyer?
I get Dark Lady on the field, and you're like, oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna get rid of that. And Landwalker's like, nah,
Nah,
man.
Nah, man.
Not today.
Not today. Nah.
But onto Dark Lady. How can you not love Dark Lady?
Dude, Dark Lady's so good. Like,
No.
no, like that's one reason why you can say like they have a good matchup against Fluffles again, like or an even one.
Yeah,
but
it made the Fluffle matchup for me
hard.
going up against Cosmos even harder.
Yeah.
It was already hard to begin with, but even though they had a good matchup against them, but now with Dark Lady, they could just negate Sabretooth's effect of bringing back something from the grave, or they could stop Sheep from coming back from the grave.
You want to activate Dante? No. You want to activate Eddie or Edios? No. You want to activate a lot. It's just you just wait for their good play, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna let you do that, and then I'm gonna be fine.
Then we've got Dark Planet,
Yeah.
which not many people are running at the moment
Mhm.
because it's harder to get out than the rest of the cards.
Yeah, it's like 3 or none.
And it's got a decent effect, but it's still a 4K beater. I'm running 3, like he said, 3 or none. Because
That's why you banish a planet to get a planet, then use Leviair to bring back that planet.
You can't Leviair the planet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got to be level 4 or lower. I'm pretty sure.
is it?
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's still a 4K beater with a negate the spell.
You can Cosmo Town it back though.
You can.
You can Cosmo Town it back.
Yeah.
And anyways, with the negate spell, it stops them from activating just like spells.
Yeah.
You have to pay from your graveyard, but if you have a shuttle,
Mhm.
you just keep sending stuff to the graveyard, and then you just keep using that.
It could shut down Monarchs pretty decently too.
Yeah. Oh, and we can't forget the fact that Dark Lady is a pilot and it can tag out.
True.
Or you can run. What 2 variants can you run, Cody?
Fire King.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about the amazing Fire King Island that we now have.
And what's the other one? I think it's something fusion. Yeah, right. Something fusion might send a Gen Knight to the graveyard.
Brilliant Cosmo.
Yeah.
Any deck that has a Brilliant Fusion build is going to have chance.
a
of
better
playing.
chance, but Cosmo
Oh, a
utilizes
better
it
chance of playing
so
well.
good. Plus there's the sword trooper thing, right, with break sword.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
deck
we
is
get
just...
you get two sword troopers in a grave. You get one on the field. Sword trooper back, sword trooper back, break sword, break sword trooper back. You just
You
break
just-
sword, use it
It's just
over and over again.
Yeah.
See, small break sword loop.
Okay, and of course, like Dark Destroyer target itself to make even more plays. Like, what the
We can't
heck?
forget the old time star and still reigning. Well, Dark Lady's up there now, but Dark Destroyer is still amazing, guys.
Yeah,
Dark
That's
Destroyer. Yep.
easily their best monster, in my opinion.
Dark
attacks.
Lady gives it a little.
that
bit,
attacks. Dark Lady is more used for, like, in my opinion. To
I mean,
negate
she's
effects.
still a good.
She's
decent
still, like, what?
22.
Oh, that's right. She had 22. So she can do some damage, but like.
and she's still a pilot, so
Yeah.
say you do get something that can get over, then we tag out for Dark Destroyer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like plus, who doesn't like most of Cosmo's art, like Dark Destroyer?
Yep.
Dark Destroyer looks fucking sick as shit.
Star Wars, guys. If you don't love Star Wars, how can you call yourself a human?
Damn.
You don't call yourself a human. You would then call yourself a Trekkie.
Ah, there you go.
Anyway.
You might have started. So,
War in the comments.
Here comes the
Common
Blade War.
It's common, boys. So, anyways, that is our top 10 decks of the format currently.
Yeah. Leave us in the comment section what your top 10 decks are.
Yeah,
No, they're gonna be too busy telling us which one's better, Star Wars or Star Trek.
yeah. Also,
Sadly, it can't be both, apparently.
so here's your question of the day if you decide to comment. So, first part is, what's your top 10 for the current format? And secondly, which deck do you play in this format? So, it's been your boys of Schmick Squadron. You got Josh, you got Cody, you got Donovan, you got Seth. And thank you for joining us. We love y'alls.
And we all hope you enjoyed our video.
Peace.
Peace out.
Catch you next time.